Good morning friends. Today we are going to see about literature review. Last class we have studied about what is research, what is the purpose of the research, what are the research problem, how to choose the research problem. So, for choosing after choosing research problem we have to go for literature review. So, what are the objectives of today's talk is to know about literature review, what about literature review, why literature review, then to know about primary sources of literature review and the secondary sources of literature review. So, carrying out your literature survey is looking like this: to search the journals, theses, web pages, Google, etc. The picture shows the reality of the literature survey. So, literature survey is a time consuming and a cumbersome process. It is also very boring process. Okay, what is a literature review? A review of previous research on your research topic. You just select the research topic, but you do not know anything about previous studies and the results of the studies. So, you are going to do the literature survey. So, overview of previous research on your research topic is literature review, as well as a comprehensive review of all published research that is relevant to your proposed investigation and guided by your research objectives. It is an effective evaluation of selected documents on a research topic. A review may form of an essential part of the research process or may constitute a research project in itself. In this context of research paper or a thesis, the literature review is a critical synthesis of previous research. It is a very essential part in your thesis or in the research paper. Yes, evaluation of the literature leads logically to the research question. So, it will give the feasibility of the research in a particular topic, or otherwise we do not know the upcoming results, or even it is possible. Yes, it is a collection of scholarly writings on a topic. So, every researcher or conclude their results in the form of an article or a dissertation or a thesis. So, you have to search that things, then it is a collection of scholarly writing on a topic. It includes peer reviewed articles, books, dissertations and conference papers or proceedings. So, you will want to focus on primary sources, though secondary sources are also valuable as well. You do not like only I want to know the primary sources, do not want to go for secondary sources, they also have values. Yes, why literature review? Literature review provides you with a handy guide to a particular topic. If you have limited time to conduct research, literature reviews can give you an overview or act as a stepping stone. Yes, as a MSc students, we have a limited time period, only 3 months duration we have. So, we want to know the literature review, that is previous studies, what are all the previous studies going, and what is the gap we are going to fill in the research. Literature reviews also provide a solid background for a research paper's investigation. It gives a comprehensive knowledge. They are useful reports that keep them up to date with what is current in the field. Yes, up to date report is available in the literature search. So, you have to know about it. For scholars, the depth and breadth of the literature review emphasize the credibility of the writer in his or her field. Yes, the purpose of literature review is for you to take a critical look at the literature, that is what are all the facts and views of the previous researchers that already exist in the area of your research topic. It's not a shopping list of everything that exists, but a critical analysis that shows an evaluation of the existing literature and a relationship between the different works. So, you have to get a handy of main objectives of the particular research topic is available in the literature review. It provides the relevance of the research. Yes, what is the purpose of the literature review? It conveys the depth and breadth of the research that has been accomplished on a subject, supports the motivation and significance of the research. Yes, it will give some useful information, means it will be motivated or guided by you. So, it is very useful. Identify important issues and link to hypothesis. Some of the researchers told this is not possible, we didn't get a good results, or we get a negative results, means you don't go for the further research. It gives the key areas of missing knowledge. Yes, you know particular research topic very well, but other researchers don't know, means it is a asset for you. Describe methodologies. Yes, I don't know the methodologies of new research topic, means I have to gain knowledge from the literature. It describes the existing data sets as well as results, graphs in the form of graphs, tables, figures, etc. We can compare the results with them. It links proposed research to previous and ongoing research efforts. It helps you learn everything about your subject. It ensures you are not reinventing the wheel. Yes, it is very useful message gives, that is, you don't waste your time to reinvent the same research. It helps you learn about the people in the field. Yes, you know the some contacts from the articles or dissertations, then you have any doubt can clarify from the researchers. How to do the literature review? Yes, it is a very main part. I don't know about literature review, how to search in the Google or in the other websites, means it will give the great help. First, you define the research topic and give the list of keywords, identify source of information, read, evaluate, analyze all the previous works from the net, discuss findings and conclusion with the others. Important for understanding context, gaps in the previous research. Yes, now you are searching the literature, you collect the handful of data, then you have go to the introduction part, materials and methods part, results and discussion, and conclusion. Then any sparks may be arise, it will be useful for your research. You can find the gap in the previous research. It is a supportive and anti-ethical positions. It identifies relationship between works in the literature. It articulates how these apply to your research. There are two type of researches, primary and secondary sources. Primary sources are contemporary accounts of an event written by the person who witnessed or experienced it. It is very important sources. So, they are original documents and maybe unpublished or published documents. Published works as long as they are written soon after the fact and not as a historical account. So, whether you also completed your research work, means you have to publish your research in the form of thesis or an article or conference proceeding. So, primary sources include journals, diaries, letters, memories, speeches, manuscripts, and also statistical data. You can collect from interviews, it in the form of photographs or audio, video recordings, research reports, or original literary or theoretical works. These are all the relevant information from primary sources, mainly books, journals, conference papers, dissertations, bibliographies, maps, internet, indexes, abstract printed. Some journals not giving full length paper, it will produce the abstract only. So, you go from the abstract, you can get some ideas about the research. Yes, electronic databases, government publications, theses, interviews, and other unpublished research from your friends. This is the main sources, mainly books, literary catalog, journals, internet. Main nowadays catalogs are outdated. Only the internet plays vital role in the literature search. Then specialized materials like thesis, dissertations. These are all the some important chemistry journals available in the website. For example, Nature Chemistry, Polymer Chemistry, Green Chemistry, current topics in medicinal chemistry, chemistry of the European journals, Journal of Physical Organic Chemistry, Insight of Organic, ACS, RSC Advances, then Indian journals also, Indian Journal of Chemistry, Indian Journal of Organic Chemistry, Indian Journal of Environmental Chemistry, etc. These are all the useful informations you can get from the literature. Sometimes conference proceeding also gives the some limelight about our research topic. Then government or corporate report also will be useful. Same thing, thesis and dissertations. Yes, introduction, somewhat we are going to see the depth knowledge. So, what is the definition of primary sources? A primary sources is a document or physical object which was written or created during the time under study. So, it is a document, physical object which was written or created during the time under study. So, it is a very important question. What are all the primary sources and secondary sources? So, you have to write the definition first. Primary sources is not a oral document, it is a document, physical object. These sources were present during an experience or time period and offer an inside view of a particular event. Yes, already we discussed about the documents. They are originally journals, books, theses, diaries, letters. Why we are often explain these things means it is very essential part in our research. So, you have to get the knowledge of your research topics from journals, books, theses, or sometimes in arts and science arts group they can get poetry, drama, novels, music, art, etc. Yes, from furniture, clothing, buildings, it is from the social science students. Yes, it is a bias toward an event. That means primary sources reflects only one point of view. That is, I have to write some article means I wrote my opinion in the article, not for others. So, primary sources reflects only one point of view and may contain a person's bias. The content may vary from person to person. I have written something means all are not accepting. They can provide some different data. Yes, these are all the primary sources. Yes, it may be records, personal records, diaries also. So, your supervisor has some personal records of previous researches. It may helpful for your your recent research. So, diaries also a very good record, that is personal note also a useful record. Yes, paintings, drawings, sculpture, visual materials, that is videos also very useful. Sometimes I don't know, I don't understand the methodologies for my materials and method means we go for the videos, how to prepare the compounds or how to prepare any materials means we go for the videos. Yes, primary visible materials, that is by map or by photographs, film, etc. These are all the some important primary sources, that is oral history is also unknown. We can cite is a unknown anonymous author. We can get the oral histories, chronicles, memories, myths, legends passed down by words of mouth. Our traditional knowledge are from the words of mouth of our traditional healers in our villages, not written in the articles or theses or in the anywhere diaries. So they are also acceptable literature. Songs and poems also very important. Yes, again secondary sources, it is also valuable sources, that is from encyclopedias. Again textbooks mainly. Secondary sources are mainly concentrate on the textbooks. We are as a chemistry students, we have to concentrate on the green chemistry books, medicinal chemistry book, or organic, inorganic, physical for their relevant topics. Encyclopedia is a very good resources for secondary sources. Yes, what are the secondary sources? It interprets and analyzes primary sources. These sources are one or more steps removed from the event. Secondary sources may have pictures, quotes, graphics of primary sources in them. So secondary sources include some of the primary sources or exclude some of the primary sources. Yes, again already we discussed about secondary sources. It mainly from textbook, magazines. Magazine is different from journal article. Magazine contains all the datas, not only scientific findings or research findings. Magazine contains anything. We can also write in the magazines, but we can't write in the article without proper knowledge. Yes, histories, criticism, commentaries, and encyclopedias. Yes, these are all the examples. Yes, you are getting some knowledge from the magazine like Hindu, Chronicle, Asian Times, etc. You can quotes the message from the magazine, but not in the primary sources. Primary sources mainly in the journal articles. Yes, graph also the from secondary sources, charts, images. What is past? A purpose. P indicates purpose. What was the object used for? What does the text say? What does the picture show? Is the provide the purpose of our research. Then A indicates the author, who wrote this article, who created this photograph, or who take this video, who talk in the audio is mainly from author. Yes, for slant. Is there any bias? What is the point of view or frame of reference of the source? Yes, all the details given in the literature is true or have some biased opinion is yes. Yes, time period. When was it created? What is the historical context or what was the happening at the time it was created? Yes, you are in the corona period. If corona experiments are very essential and critical in the time, so in the time is very crucial for researchers to find out the vaccine. So at the time of the researcher doing research, what are all the happenings are takes place is time period or when it was a right. The literature survey gives the handful of works from the prehistoric period to current, so we can collect the time period also. So this is your activity. You have to write the items classified or what are all the primary and secondary sources. This is your assignment. There are more number of examples are given in the video. You have to collect or classify what are all the primary sources, what are all the secondary sources, what is the difference between primary and secondary sources is your test. Yes, where we get the primary and secondary sources? Mainly from the libraries. So, we are getting the sources from N-list journals. It is very, very important. In recent years, our Indian government create a network for researchers and students is N-list. It is up and they under the link nlist.inflipnet.ac.in, and also some of the journals not provide open access. That is, open access means free of accessing. Maximum important articles are not available in the open sources. So you have to go for Sci-Hub. Sci-Hub is from scihub.tw. You can copy the DOI number means each journal have its DOI. Each article is different from journals. Journals have number of articles. That article have some DOI number. DOI means digital objective identifier. We have to copy the DOI and paste in the Sci-Hub web page means it will give your whole article. Again, very important initiative by our government is Swadganga. It is a reservoir of Indian thesis. Indian thesis, maximum all the universities are connected with the Swadganga. So you have to type your keywords in the Swadganga means you have to get a collect a research thesis, for whole thesis, how to write in the title page, acknowledgement, certificate, chapters, and references are easily get from Swadganga. It is swadganga.inflipnet.ac.in. It is a reservoir of Indian thesis. All the countries have its own reservoir of thesis. Pakistan, Bangladesh, America, England, Brazil, China, South Korea, Hong Kong also have its own research depositories. So we have to collect the thesis. So N-list journals give journal list. Sci-Hub gives your particular articles by using DOI number. Swadganga gives thesis. So we provide three sources, main sources. One is for journals, another one is for articles, another one is for thesis. Yes, how to Google for primary sources? You have to type the keywords of your research topic means you get the whole information about the primary sources. So here I just Google for what are the primary sources chemistry. It provides conference papers, correspondence, dissertations, diaries, interviews, lab notebooks, patent, peer reviewed, scholarly article, and society proceedings, surveys of technical report, thesis. These are all the primary sources. So you have to Google by inflip.net or N-list journals using the your email ID and password, or I don't know, I failed, I can't find my thesis or my research topic means go to ask your librarian or your research guide. We are super sluts with a helping heart. Yes, information management also provide the how to organize the literature review after you collecting handful of your article. You have to write down or put a note card or take it in a computer by chronological order. Chronological order means year wise literature article or bibliographic database software. There are more softwares are available nowadays like EndNote, Mentally, Zotero. They are all give reference manager. So you can save the articles in these of the following. Reference management means you have to, during your writing a thesis, it will do great help for you. Yes, how to search whenever you finalize your research topic, start immediately to search the literature review. Again, so for starting you are doing literature survey means by the end of your research also you search the topics. Yes, final checklist. Have I fulfilled the purpose of the literature review? Is it written at a level appropriate to its audience? Are its facts correct? You have to ask these questions for your final checklist. Is all the information included relevant? Are the layout and the presentation easy on the eye? Is the language clear, concise and academic? Does the abstract summarize the entire review? Does the introduction adequately introduce the topic? Is the body organized logically? That is, logical presentation means you have to write down the literature review from objectives, materials, results and conclusion. That is, interpret, analyze and evaluate. Are the recommendations are reasonable? Does the table of content correspond with the actual content? Have I acknowledged all sources of information? That is very important. Acknowledgement is very important in the part of research. So you have to check. You have acknowledged all sources of information through correct referencing, spelling, grammar and punctuation also checked. Again, you have to carefully proofread and the final draft. This is the summary of today's topic. Yes, literature survey is very important before doing research. So it determines the type of information you are looking. Primary sources are original sources of information. Secondary sources summarize, analyze or critique the primary sources. Both primary and secondary sources can be good sources of information, but you need to critically evaluate them. So thank you students. Have to any doubt you can ask.